Well, with the amount of stuff that you guys put in there, I mean, I just even think about Saints Row 2, the things we were discovering months on after playing the game for the first time, like surfing on the top of cars and stuff like that. Do you ever fear that you've actually put too much stuff in there? There's people just aren't going to find these things. You feel like you have to put a guide out 6 months later. Go, have you tried this? Have you tried that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's a constant battle, battle, argument, discussion, however you want to term it. Design, art, we always want to push for more stuff in the game, and then it's usually production's duty to kind of smack us down and tell us, no, you need to fit within this amount of time and this amount of people.
So, voice of reason.
So we do the best we can to push on that boundary as much as possible and get in as much stuff as possible. At the same time as, we want certain things to be the best they possibly can be, so we know we need to ditch other things to spend more time on the big things. So we have to be very selective about what we do, but yeah, there's always things where we're kind of nervous that, oh, nobody's going to see this. But we make a concerted effort to say, we need to do stuff that a large majority of players are going to see, so that, the value is there, and that the work we put into it is worthwhile.
I think you have to accept that there are things that people won't see, and that's just the nature of an open world game. I mean, there's a certain set of expectations when it comes to scope. It's a city. There's a lot of stuff in a city, and you just need to be as smart as you can on what you create, and you hope that most people will see most of it, but I think you accept the fact that not everyone's going to see 100% of it.
And that would sort of unfortunately lead to the question that I know every single developer hates me asking, but prior to the game release, DLC. Can you guys talk about anything? Is there any thoughts in that sort of direction, whatnot?
We're not allowed to talk about specifics, but I will say that we are planning quite a bit of downloadable content, both everything from mission packs, which are more sizable, to the smaller units like individual weapons and clothing packs, and we're pretty excited about it. We had a small team start on it before the game was done, and I know the knee-jerk reaction from players is like, they're kind of hosing us, but after playing this game, people aren't. I'd be surprised if they feel that way. You definitely get your money's worth, and it's like it takes our testers, the people that know the game the best, 48 hours to get 100%. So it's a rather large game, and the DLC is genuinely separate, made with DLC in mind.
You're saying about value for money, and that's the thing that I guess is vitally important in this day and age, and especially in the market at this particular time. You're entering the field, a few other releases at that particular time. How do you guys feel your chances in terms of tackling the multi-format top 10 come Christmas?
Well, I feel good about it, and frankly, if we or THQ we wouldn't be releasing in this window. It's a crowded window. It always is, but I think the thing that really has what's going well for us is we're unique. We stand out. There are no other games like it. We feel like we own this space, and we think that that's going to be a great alternative for players come the November. Actually, in 3 weeks, right?
I think looking at the market, yes, there's a lot of really huge games coming out, but I don't think any of them are going to deliver as well as we are on pure fun and just enjoyment in the game. So I think we definitely got something unique.
I think that's the case of it. I mean, a lot of the games coming out at this moment in time are just, it's too much realism. People seem to have forgot games are there just for enjoyment, for escapism and stuff like that, and that's what Saints Row's delivering. Is that something that you guys want to carry forward once the game's released into the future?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been an evolutionary process for us, and I think that this is the one. It's like the reboot of the franchise where it's fully realized, and we know it well, we do it well, we wouldn't change it. I mean, it's our fans have come to expect it. We execute on it well. I mean, that Saints Row is about over the top.
And how do you feel if the terms being bandied to me? I've been in the room 5 minutes and someone said to me, it's basically Crank, the video game. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good description. That wasn't one of the movies we used. We did kind of a reference piece, a tone piece, but that's, not that you mention it, yeah, that's a pretty good analogy.
That's a fair assessment, absolutely.
Well, guys, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us. Just in closing, is there anything else you wish to add to this, or are we good to go?
I think the important thing for me is that this is like the reboot of the franchise. This is like its full, it's come around. This is one that we're incredibly proud of, and I think players, new players and fans of the franchise are going to agree, and we can't wait to see what happens come November 18th.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of stuff that allows people to create in the game and then share it with others. And I think I personally can't wait to see what those people come up with, because I know it'll be things we're amazed by and stuff we weren't expecting.
Excellent. Well, listen, thank you much for your time. All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers.